Hello, everybody. How you all doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm doing okay, but I'm probably gonna have to go take a bathroom break here in a moment. Uh, you know how you've sometimes you gotta use the bathroom and it doesn't quite want to happen, and you got a deadline, and all of a sudden it wants to happen almost right as you start. Yeah, I'm kind of at that point. Anyways, hope you're all having a good day. We are going to be doing some more plug-in work today. I have already converted it over to 5.3, and now I'm actually in the process of importing assets so we can give this a good test, because I haven't tested to see if this works. It compiles, but I don't know if it works. We'll find out. All right, first things first, let me grab the files I need. And sorry, just grabbing the last of the files. There they are. Drag them in. Import. 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 Alright, save all. Ooh, before I forget, I'm going to disable the autosave function, because that's really been kind of messing me up lately. Because this is for testing. I don't need autosaving. If I was doing a big project where I needed to save, yeah, let's do autosave. But this is not. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What do I need for the sky? And I think I've messed something up here, because everything's black. I don't know why. More than likely, my exposure setting's too low. I'll have to bump that up or something. I'm hoping this works in 5.3 because, as we discovered last time on Monday, there's really no easy way of creating a mesh using my usual process. So, doing mesh description might be the best option, although I don't know if you can get weight data in that way. We'll have to find out. All right, let's get some music going. Dun, 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 dun. I'm also feeling a little tired. But, I got a good nap right before the stream, so I guess maybe that's probably it. A little bit of caffeine will help. For those of you who haven't heard, Star Citizen 3.20 launched today. So, well, not today, but, it launched this week. I still haven't loaded up, and apparently it's probably a good thing. There's been some issues with databases and stuff, and I've always found that, it's not the best idea to log into Star Citizen on launch day. Oh, good thing. That the autosave feature was just about to kick in, and I'm like, nope. All right. Auto save. Disable. 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 All right. There you go. So let's see. Is this just a post-process thing? If I set this to 12. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, maybe 11. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Alright. So, let's start with the basics. We need to drag this in here, and that's right, we can't do that yet. I need to work on that. So we'll add a WDT actor, set that, reorient, and place ADTs. So if this works, this is going to be kind of an example of where the plugin is now, for those of you who are just now joining us. Why Why does it look like my stream's not up? Looks like my stream's not up. Well, getting audio. Oh, no, I'm getting video. It's just for some reason my chat's empty. That's just weird. Alright, well, let's head down here to 3149. Oh, 3045. That was close. Alright, 3149, aka Goldshire. This has been one of our test sets for the longest time. Alright, I want to set this to force MCALs and generate nanite mesh. If we can't get skeletons and everything working today, I definitely want to work on other things. Alright, well, that seemed to work. Ah, okay. Shaders just hadn't compiled yet. Alright. And let's see, is this nanite? Apparently not. Alright, that's the material slots, and that's all correct. Enable nanite support. Preserve area. Apply changes. Missing project settings. Shader module 6, huh? Rendering. Don't care about mobile. Global illumination. Lumen. Yes. Yes. Support hardware ray tracing, because I actually have that support. Let's do shadows, texture LODs too. This might need us to reboot. Yeah, nanite's enabled. Project settings, platforms. Ah, Windows. Let's set that to DirectX 12. Compiler version is 2022. We also need SM6. There we are. And we'll also target SM6. Okay. Alright. And we'll save everything. Might as well. Yeah, I guess doing some of my config updates, kind of reset project settings. I should probably add that to the to my setup. That way I don't have to just keep changing it every so often. Plus it will actually remember things. Actually, yeah, let's do that. I think it was default engine? Definitely seeing a lot of stuff there. What about default editor? Uh-oh. I think everything froze. Ah, no. Okay. No, there's nothing there. Alright. So definitely gonna want that. What about this one? Yeah, we can just leave that project default. Alright. So yeah, definitely gonna add the default engine. And I think I told it, yeah, Visual Studio 2022. Good. Yes, I want to add that. Because I'm tired of having to deal with it. Once everything's saved, we can reboot, and hopefully everything will look correct. And actually, with 5.3, you know, it's good to build these as nanite because then we can displace them. So we can actually, you know, make things look a lot better just by creating displacement maps for all the textures. And actually, that's something I do want to get into, is create this as a layered system. And, you know, we're going to have to do that in order to do the one texture, you know, the whole map as a single dynamic element. And it's going to be per ADT, so, you know, upwards of 4,000, yeah, 4,000 different files. Although nobody, you know, no map uses 4,000, there is a possibility of 4,096. I just gotta wait for all these. And the nice part is, you know, it will be, you know, maybe 4 textures. Okay. Up to number of textures. So, n textures per ADT. So, the number of textures you see that's the number of ADT files, or ADT maps we're going to need. Or NCal maps, I'm sorry. But we can also divide that by 4. Because we can create, you know, data maps for this. Alright, there we go. Let's restart. So I went through and I made a few minor fixes and changes just to get the compiler to actually compile. But other than that, I haven't really done anything in terms of code. I think most of the animation stuff was moved from M2 Asset over to M2 Animation. And that's something that I'm probably going to have to expand in the future dates. But yeah, a lot of the changes we found out last time have now been transferred over. And everything should work, in theory. Well, it should work exactly the way we left it last time. The difference, of course, being, now we're in 5.3. So, while we wait for this compile, let's take a brief moment to lament my poor C drive down to 14 gigs. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna open up Unreal Engine 3, or 5.3. Engine, source, runtime? No. Editor. There we are. Where are these files again? I'm trying to remember. A static mesh editor, that would be useful. World builder. Wasn't it like you edited? Yeah, you ed. Alright, classes. Builders? No. Actor factories. Might have to get to that later. Alright, public. FBX importer. No, 29. Okay, so... Well, this works too, I guess. Alright, so let's take a quick look at this. We are actually looking for SkeletalMesh import data? Skeletal materials, use skeleton, use skeletal mesh. This is our magic. So, I can come here to private. FPX, anim tools, that will be necessary later. Mesh utilities. Come here to FBX, main import, skeletal mesh import. Here we are. Skeletal mesh import skeletal mesh creation from FBX data, largely based on skeletal mesh import.cpp. Okay. Well, actually, that's a good question. Skeletal mesh edit. Alright, so it's not in private. Is it in public? Or in our classes? Might be in the classes. Or internal. Skeleton factory. We'll just keep going with this for now. Alright. So, get geometry. It's getting the FBX geometry. Sets, matrix, 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 F skeletal net. Alright, we're still in looks like a bunch of remap skeletal mesh vertex color to import data. I'm not seeing a whole lot of classes right now. Make material node. FBX import. Here we are. Bind skin control points. Right now, I just want to get the mesh. Spaces are smoothly connected. Do undo smooth. Is recursive build skeleton. Build skeletal system. This might not be a bad idea to take a quick look at. Get root skeleton. You know, I'm just going to close all these. This will be easier to go through and go, oh yeah, where was that function? Ooh, starting to get a little sleepy. Recursive build skeleton. Oh, I suppose we should look at this real quick. Is a unreal bone, outsorted bone, child, rebuild skeleton, else, outsort, what the retrieve bows. Import bones. Here we are. This could be what we need. Skeletal mesh import data. If it's a skin deformer, else. I'll be honest, my eyes are starting to gloss over. Alright. Well, looks like it didn't load the level by default. That's okay. I can set it to do that now. Tell about the load. Alright, what about now? You mad anything? Nope. Are you a nanite, son? Alright, so now if I tell it to build lumen, or build nanite. Apply changes. Log setters, login, Kenny logins. All right. There we are. Logging. I can't tell if this is nanite or not. They seem to be spazzing out. Alright, well, let's just save this for now. Close that. Okay, well, this seemed to have worked. We'll have to figure out what's going on with the rest later. Let's place the WMOs. Okay, that's caught up. Now, this is where we crashed last time. Let's make sure we import the doodads. It was in generating the blueprint that we crashed in previously in 5.3. Oh. Apparently we crashed right there, importing the models. Hope I didn't fucking something up. I could have very easily fucked something up. Morph target installer. Yeah, I think coming down from the top is probably a better option, but fill skeletal mesh, import data, replace, fill skeletal mesh, import points. Wait. Is this actually what we want? Okay, this is filling the skeletal mesh import data. Skeletal mesh edit. Okay, this is all private. Let's look at public. Skeletal weight, skeletal mesh tool. Skeletal mesh import utility. I have no idea where this this class is. This hidden little class. I see SkeletalMesh edit, but I don't see. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I want. All right. There we are. All right. Save all. So we're going to skip the doodad importing because there's a good chance I messed something up in the skeletal meshes. So let's just try just placing the WMO. Or just generating the blueprint. See if we can build the static mesh, or if it actually is bonked. Or borked. I think it's borked. Which sucks, because that was actually incredibly useful. There's actually some incredibly useful things in there. Alright. So we're going to head back to 5.2. And honestly, there was literally no change in 5.3 that can't be backported. I mean, most of it was just the, you know, a couple of fixes here. Actually, let's take a quick look. While we open up the 5.2. Alright, M2 asset. We uncommented that, which was necessary in order to stop a bug of some kind. And then we have the animation and common thing, so yeah, in truth, we could do this pretty easily. Explore 2. Alright, so we'll have that. And now I'm going to back up to 5.2. Alright, so WoW assets. Public. Assets. Copy. And now I can go to format. And it looks like I need, yeah, public formats headers. Well, model headers. Alright, now I can open up this. Copy that. Overwrite. Okay, there we go. I just backported all my 5.3 fixes over to 5.2. So I'm going to close this because that's now the incorrect version. Oop, I need a window open for that. All right. No, not engine. Editor. Oh, engine? Was it engine all along? I was the engine all along. All right. All right. 5.3 config engine. Yes. Sure. Copy that. And I'm going to remove all of that for right now. Because I'm sure it will fix this all up. But with that, I should be able to come back here, generate the project file, which hopefully will update it to, you know, hopefully it will update it. All right. Oh, what's this? Invalid SD case. Build settings version does not contain default v4. What? Build settings version? Well, I can make some of these changes right here. All right, project settings. All right. Well, first of all, I want to come here to rendering. Game uses cards, blah, 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 blah. Culling, textures. Enable virtual texture support. For light maps. Antiscopic, and I don't think I need opacity, but you know, let's still do that just in case. Reflections, reflections. It's gonna be lumen. Virtual shadow maps. Yes, yes. Support hardware ray tracing. Yes. Ray trace shadows, skylights. Enable, let's disable it and then re-enable it. Forward renderer. Post-processing enabled. We got blooms. Technically, I should probably disable blooms. I mean, although I think it probably looks better with bloom. There we are, optimizations. Enable vendor-specific GPU crash. Yeah, that's what I need to do with the other one. Ah, substrate. I do want to, you know, dig into that, but not right now. Working color, sRGB, dynamic, lumen. Yes. Alright, and let's come down here to platforms, Windows. Have to enable that. Compiler version, we're going to set it to be 2022. by default, that should be DirectX. Excuse me. Alright. Save. Dismiss. Restart. Yes, reload. There we are. So now, if I come back in here and try to recompile the project, will it build me 2022 versions? Actually, I think it was saying something like, yeah, it needs to be V4. And that needs to be V4. I think that's what it was saying. Target rules. Error. Build settings version does not contain a definition for V4. Okay. What about V3? I mean, I have no idea if V3 is supported either. Alright, let's generate. If not, I'll set it back to V2, which I know works. Okay, I do want to look this up, though. Okay, Unreal Engine build settings. Use backward compatible build settings. Unreal Engine build tool target reference. That's probably what I want. Look at all these options. Read-only properties, version, default build settings. That's what we're going to want. Read-write, B, or D. Disable plugins, enable plugins. So we can actually have a list of plugins that we can enable or disable. That's kind of neat. Default build settings version. Specifies the engine version to maintain backwards compatible default build settings with specified default settings latest to always use the defaults for the latest version engine at risk of introducing build errors while upgrading. I'm actually okay with build errors. Heck, I kind of prefer that. Alright. I have no idea if V3 works, but we'll try it! In a worst case scenario, we just do another compile. Alright, so still building Visual Studio 2019. Yeah, later. Okay, if I try deleting my intermediary and then compiling, would that work? I scream, for I do not know. And that's gonna take a while. Alright. Delete the intermediary folder. Let's delete the solution folder too. Yeah, close that. We'll delete that. And we'll delete the binaries. Config. Let's double check this. Yeah, that all looks good. We are going to definitely add that to our collection. Git add default engine.ini, because I don't want to have to change these settings all the time. And when I make a commit, that should all work. All right, let's make sure that this actually runs first. First of all, we're going to generate the project files again, but this time it should build it in 2022. I hope. That's assuming it reads the config file when it's doing this little bit. In the meantime, let's get back to what we were doing. Sure. Of trying to find a file on... I probably need to switch back to 5.2 for right now. Engine, source, editor, Unreal Ed, public, actually I think it's under private, FBX, SkeletalMesh import data. So this uses factories, import data. So I want to know, how do they do? Actually, you know what? No. It's third party. Datasmith. I'm not seeing Datasmith. Then under editors, plugins. Developer? Nope. Runtime? Yes. Runtime. Datasmith Core. Public. Do they have anything for... you know what? I don't think they have a SkeletalMesh set up. So yeah, we gotta go back to FBX. So, okay, looks like that finished. Let's see if this actually worked and actually built a 2022 version of the project. It did not. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. I think I have to delete this VS folder. And the solution, there. Now, if I generate, maybe it will generate, oh no, you know what? No, it won't. Because I have 2019 installed. Let's, I'm going to remove it. I don't think I use it anymore. And in a worst case scenario, I can... yes, yes. Alright, so while that's working, let's get back to trying to find out how to do this. So we have this data import type, and here, let me scroll this up so you guys can see it a bit. There. Get import data for SkeletalMesh. Okay, so that's just import data. SkeletalMesh import. You know, we could just try this. Get all these headers. I feel like it's somewhere in here. Re-import SkeletalMesh. There we are. I mean, that'll definitely be useful, but I want import SkeletalMesh. Update SkeletalMesh import. This is a huge thing. Import SkeletalMesh. Perfect. So we have some arguments, which I'm assuming is going to have, you know, the file name. All right. So we got a slow task. Enter frame progress. SkeletalMesh is null. It's doing some sort of setting up some sort of cleanup function. We canceled the import. Let the factory delete the assets. Oh. Import failed. We are marking the import meshes for deletion in the next garbage collection. Neat. Might have to, you know, get some of this dealt with. Alright, okay, so you're getting your nodes, so we'll have the mesh. Alright, here it's looking for the existing mesh. If not existing mesh, then SkeletalMesh equals a new SkeletalMesh with the name, arguments, and flags. Created objects. That's something for them. Alright. SkeletalMesh import data. Alright. Imported names. Fill list of material names. Alright. We must do a maximum of fail tests before backing up the data, since the backup is destructive on the existing skeletal mesh. This is just an interesting little thing. So, early return on cancel. True. Failure cleanup. Ah, good. That finished. Alright, let's see if this will generate now. In 2022. I scream, for I know not. Alright. Generate project files. Alright, if existing skeletal mesh and import options, so if it exists, when re-importing, we must verify the import skeleton is valid before applying any modifications to the skeletal mesh. For sure, if we re-import only the geometry, we do not need to do that. Okay. So here, reference. Build number. This is starting to get a little beyond me. Okay, there's the importer. They're doing a cleanup. So, if it does not equal null filter, so if it does actually escape, okay. So without 2019 installed, will you actually work? It is a 2022 file. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's build. Let's cook, Jesse. Honestly, I'm glad that just worked. All right. So, just to import data from the import options. F3 bounding box, get data, get num points. Build options, huh? Useful pursuit. Okay, so alright. If is this in SkeletalMesh? If SkeletalMesh equals null, post edit stack counter. Okay, backup post edit stack counter before overwriting the skeletal mesh. Okay. I don't even know what the post edit stack counter is supposed to do. But that feels like it's important. Alright. Pre-edit change null. Dirty the DDC key for any imported skeletal mesh. Invalidate derived data cache. Yep, alright. Alright, F skeletal mesh model. Imported resource. Get imported model. Check if LOD number equals 0. So here we're making sure that there's at least one LOD. Although, why would you do that? Oh well. Especially since now you're emptying it, and then you add one. Okay. So, let's see, do I have another one? No, I do not. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at this. Get imported model. Okay, imported resource. Empty, generate GUI from hash, generate new GUI. get ID string, serialized, override, so... The fuck? How? This doesn't list anything, really. I mean, it says here, you know, LOD model. Okay, here we are. Actually, there are actually LOD models. All right, so it's an indirect T array of F-skeletal LOD mesh model. We did actually look at this, so. How's our compile coming? Attribute. We have 5 errors, but they're... Oh. I really want to go to bed. Should I output from build? That is what I want. I thought I fixed that. Alright. Well, we'll build again. Stronger, faster than before. Oh. Unable to merge M2 asset and M2 asset. What? Oh. Yeah, that would do it. I was wondering why it wasn't having a problem with that. It's because I accidentally copied 2 versions of the same thing in there. Ah. Alright, so now I can regenerate. And then the one that's in public will disappear. Alright, so here we create a new LOD, setting its index to 1 or 0. Alright, reload this. There we go. Now that's gone. Alright, now I can build. Okay, so we have the index, and now we have the SkeletalMesh model. Process materials from import data. SkeletalMesh get materials to import data. So they actually have a whole separate thing that will do just the materials. And that's actually not bad. Process reference skeleton from import data. Skeleton data. Existing skeleton, use skeleton. Exists. Otherwise, import options, skeleton for animation. If not, import utilities, process, import skeleton, existing skeleton, get reference skeleton, skeleton depth, point, failure. Okay, so that's where... how do you build the goddamn skeleton, though? Well, I want to focus more on this LOD model. Alright. Pass the number of texture coordinate sets to the LOD model. Ensure there is at least 1 UV coordinate. Okay, so you need at least 1 set. Wait. Yes, the number of sets. Okay. Alright, copy mesh infos onto the LOD. Reserve mesh info. Finished. Well, while this compiles, I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Here, I'll make it so you guys can read this. Honestly, I'm surprised the shaders haven't finished compiling. It was gone a while. Alright, let's get back to this. So, it looks fairly straightforward. It's going through all the mesh info from the SkeletalMesh importer data, and I still don't know how they got that! But yeah. Getting mesh info from the mesh infos. Imported mesh infos. Imported mesh infos last. Or add defaulted. Name. Num vertices. Start imported vertex. Created render data. Points. Wedges, faces. Okay, so here they're actually going to build the points. Copy LED. It all comes back to this damn importer. Okay, save LED import data. Where did this thing come from anyways? Yeah, alright, so this is coming from temp data. Temp data, okay, so if imports got out data, so import skeletal args data. This is obviously something that was created. So import, god damn it. Alright. That open for now. Yeah, I don't need that right now. SkeletalMesh. Is this listed anywhere else? Up? Backwards section. Well, there's a fair number of these. Alright, find all in documents. Okay, so FX importer. So I could look in the with the FX importer. That's probably under public. FBX importer. FBX static mesh. And import options, animation curve handles, and a lot of this kind of stuff we'll have to deal with eventually. Mesh info. What specifically we're looking for? Import skeletal args. Okay. Okay, that's just... Ah, here we are. Okay, so UObject in parent. FBX node array. Okay. So here they're creating the import args. In parent is mesh get outer. What function am I in? Re-import. Okay. Name, flags. Import material, original names, data. Yeah, import mesh sections. Add 0. Out data equals out data. Okay, so F skeletal mesh out data. God damn it. Ah. Import morph target into the out data. Ah. It's not that, you know, I don't think they can do this. It's just, it's... This is painful to read. Because I'm having trouble following them. Alright, so... Import skeletal mesh args. Base skeletal mesh is imported successfully. Alright, what about... no, let's match horde only. Import LOD. Alright. Okay, so that's somewhere else. Great. Alright, we're loaded up. That's good. Out of curiosity. Alright, enable nanite. Okay. Keep triangle percent. Auto, minimal, fallback, triangle percent, 0. Apply. Okay. Well, that saves, that worked on some of them. I don't like that I'm having to do this manually. I'd like to figure it out, you know, how to do it chromatically. That'd be easier. Preserve area, apply. That was weird. Yeah, I just do one change and save it. That seems to solve that issue. Okay. So now if I open up Nanite Visualization, still nothing happens. Alright, is it because these aren't in the world? Oh, you know what? It could be because I don't have, probably need to build something. I'll try building the geometry, see what happens. Yeah. Yes. And your concern is? Build texture streaming. Build virtual textures. Getting a lot of map checks. A lot of things are complaining that they don't have. Oh! Here we are. Large object. Goldshire Inn. Receives a pre-shadow and will cause an extreme performance hit unless V cast dynamic shadow be set to false. Cast dynamic shadow. So I want those just to be off? I feel like it's a bad idea. Oh yeah, that is absolutely a bad idea. Pre-compute static visibility? Guess I could try that? No? Okay. No. Build lighting only. Don't think it needs anything, but okay. Yeah, let's do a save. Well, that's not helpful. Oh, you know what? Could be my settings. It looks like Ray Trace Shadows doesn't work well with Nanite, according to a post from about a year and a half ago. How to fix Nanite not showing up. This is a video, so I gotta mute it. Plus, we still gotta figure out where that's coming from. The good news is... the good news is it's somewhere in one of these. SkeletalMesh LOD render data, probably. Yes, that's exactly what I'm having.
Close it first and go to your GeForce experience.
I think he's saying that, you know, update my drivers. The heck was he? No, I don't think that's going to help. Okay, so there's, yeah, everybody is just saying make sure you're using DirectX 12 and shader model 6 in the project settings. Nanite will not display without it. I'm pretty certain I am, but, you know, I'm willing to say that I'm not. If it gets me views. Alright, alright, well, while this is still compiling, let's try looking for this. Render? Would that still be under there, or is that somewhere else? Runtime renderer? That's rendering. Probably render core. Shaders. Alright, you know what? Here's an easy way to do this. I'm just going to do a search. Search the files! I'm pretty certain it's under editor somewhere. I'm just not certain where. SkeletalMesh. No. Features? No. Oh, not an editor. Ah, there we are. Runtime editor. Open file location. Runtime engine. Okay, that's what it was. Alright, so here we are. SkeletalMesh LOD model. Is that the one we were looking for? Import data. Well, you know, that's probably going to be here too. Yeah, import data. LOD, import data. Yeah, SkeletalMesh, import data. And render data. Yeah, here's all the datas. I found them all. Nice. All right. Or they're doing a class for the LOD model. SkeletalMesh import data. SkeletalMesh import data. Here we are. SkeletalMesh import data. Okay, so we could just build one of this. Oh, apparently you can have sub-objects for morph targets. Okay. And then alternate influences. Ooh. Alternate influence imported data. The name is alternate scheming profile name. I have no idea what that means. Alright, Alright, let's just double check. Project settings. Rendering. Reflections. Yep. Lumen. Use hardware ray tracing when available. Surface cache. Yeah. High quality. Software ray tracing. Detail tracing. Virtual shadow maps. Yeah. Support hardware ray tracing under disable shadows and skylight. Come down here, go to Windows. No, we are definitely set for that. Okay. Hey, look, those are showing up now. But that's in Lumen. What about Nanite? Still gone. But hey, Lumen was looking better. Still not bad. Unlit. Still gotta fix that material. Wireframe. Detail lighting. Look at all that. Lighting only. Reflections. Player collision. Path tracing. So if you ever need something photoreal. I gotta admit though, it's actually doing really well. The sky is, you know, black as night, but other than that. Shadow mask. Click clop. Virtual page. Cache data. Lumen overview. Still not really seeing anything. Show lighting stats. Show error coloring. Look at all that collision. Well, destination is working. Visualize color calibrator. Calibration for grayscale. Visualize distance field ambient occlusion. Depth of field layers. Global distance field. Oh my. Oh, this could be part of the problem. Build nanite only? Well, that's for landscapes, but... Free compute static visibility? Nope, that didn't help. Use defaults. Okay, that's a landscape. Light map complexity. Light complexity. Super easy on the eyes. Alright. Shader complexity. We're doing really well. Shader complexity and quads. Quad overdraw. Mesh UV density? Neat. Material texture scales. Virtual texture maps pending. See, radiance, world normal, base color, diffuse. I don't really know the difference between those two. Let's see, GPU scan, buffer visualization, overview. Alright, so we got our base color, our specular. Don't know why those have specularity. Probably because it's using the default material. Oh, we got a whole bunch of roughness. Scene depth. Why is the landscape not rough? Well, let's see about r.nanite. Allow pre-compute materials. One. r.nanite. Dot compute rasterization. Project enabled 1. Project enabled is read only. Yeah, if you know what you're going for, that'd be the best thing. Visualize. Okay. You know, I have a feeling like, you know, there's something wrong here. There's this distance field. Generate mesh distance fields. All right. So can I view the distance fields? Yeah, that works. Alright, if I tell it that's weird. Alright. Ah, mesh distance field. So if I alright, yeah, it's still empty, but what about this? Hey, look, I think it's showing up. Yeah. Well, it shows up there too. Actually, yeah. I don't know why I have two there. Alright. Distance field scale rotation, distance field replacement mesh. Still good. Alright. Bake out materials? Visual logger? Ooh. I'll dig into that later. Show, visualize, mesh distance fields. All right. So light, visualize, mesh distance fields. Oh. Well, that would be the issue, wouldn't it? I don't know what those are, but... Okay. All right. Distance field. 7 by 7 by 7. Too bad I can't get to the, Alright, we can increase the resolution, huh? Where? In the build settings. Here we are. Distance field representative mesh. Can it be itself? Alright. Distance fields resolution 2. Apply changes. Oh. Okay, so there's something there. Okay. Visualize global distance field. I don't even know what that is. All So come down here to rendering, software ray tracing. Yeah, I'll say it all just in case. Once complete, you can visualize mesh distance fields. Supported on level 5. Only cast shadows from rigid meshes. For skeletal meshes, you can use capsule shadows. Non-uniform scaling cannot be handled correctly, although mirroring is okay. Oh, it may be, yeah, only supports static mesh, instant static mesh, foliage, and landscape height fields. Foliage must be enabled with effect distance field lighting in the foliage tool. So that probably means that it won't work because I have these inside a blueprint. Okay, let's require blueprint. Okay. Out of my way, project settings. What do you mean, start in VR? Alright. Okay, so there's a chance that none of these are working because they're inside blueprint setup. Except I don't think that's true with the case of the landscape. Alright, well, let's take a look. Alright, well, it can't see it in Nanite. Let's see if it sees it in Lumen. It's got the surface cache, not getting reflection caches. Alright, global distance field. Nope. Mesh distance field. Nope. Weird. that's nice that I can visualize motion blur. Previous frames. Screen space reflections. Shading models. Sky atmosphere. Oh, that's neat. Subsurface scattering. Temporal upscaler. Lighting on probes. Oh man, Yowzers. Occlusion queries. Post-process stack. Local exposure, HDR, global distance field. Well, the distance field ambient occlusion seems to be okay. So at least that works. Yeah, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but you know, every so often it's fun to kind of do this kind of stuff. Alright. So, one of the big questions we have to answer is, does all of our importing still work? So, with that, let's delete that. So we're going to delete all these assets. And we're going to try and re-import them. We'll start with the landscape. Yes, force delete. So, if we're coming back to here, which we really should, wait, why am I doing this? Somehow I got it in my head that doing this would be necessary, but no, it'd be necessary if we were doing this in 5.3. In 5.2, it is not necessary. Alright, so we found F import data. So this is where we can put our vertexes and our bones and our bone influences. So we can basically put our whole thing into here. So this is definitely what we got to build. Is we need to build an SkeletalMesh import data file or setup. So we'll do this instead of setting it up for what's it? Yeah, what's it? I think I did that under the asset. Saved a SkeletalMesh. Yeah. Alright. procedural mesh. This is actually where we're going to... Alright. The array, SkeletalMesh import data? Yeah.
Ready your breakfast and eat hearty. For tonight, we dine in hell!
Memory Leak! Welcome! Thank you for the raid, that was awesome. We are trying to build ourselves a... well, we're trying to build ourselves a new model. Alright, I gotta make sure I import this. So, basically, you know, we've got a nice little thing right here, and I gotta rebuild this. That was stupid. But, yeah, we got our landscape. I tried upgrading this to 5.3. I'm pretty certain there's a bug in 5.3, which is why we can't do it. It's going pretty well. Hope you're doing well. But our big goal is to try and get landscapes in there. Or not landscapes, but a skeletal mesh. So we're going to try to build this. Skeletal import data. Import data. Come on, I can importo. There we go. And I'm using several different resources to try and figure this bullshit out. Somewhere in here they have this. Anyway. Yeah, we got our WoW landscape importing and looking pretty good. I hide all these display... Oh, the textures need to be rebuilt. That happens sometimes. I don't know why it does that. That's an easy fix, though. Oh, Deedway, I didn't even see your chat earlier. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not surprised there. Alright. Yeah, seriously, my chat has been empty and I have no idea why. But, you know, we're starting to, you know, figure things out. There's definitely a need for SkeletalMesh import data, because if you look at it, this is actually all of the information, you know, that we need. You have your bone reference binaries, you got your bone influences, your mesh infos, your wedges, your faces, your points. I'm not even sure what mesh info is for. What is what is the mesh info? It's the name of the mesh, the number of vertices. This value is the value of 8 for the cube. Ooh. Yeah. So not the number of render vertices. Start import vertex. So this is not an index into the vertex render buffer in a range of 0 to 1. Okay. So yeah, we got that. You know, and apparently there's an array of them. Probably one for each, you know, setup. But so we could actually have like multiple parts to the mesh. We just need a different mesh info for each one of those. Points to raw map. Mapping from the current point index to the original point import index. Okay. Texture coordinates. So this is the number of UV sets. Max material index. Max material index found on a triangle. Has vertex colors, normals, tangents. Use T0 as reference pose. Diff pose, morph targets. So yeah, if I get this dealt with, I should be able to handle pretty much anything. So I can copy it from others, keep alternate skin data, copy import LODs. Yep. Alright, let's turn off this visualizer shit. Recreate my terrain. I hope you guys are having fun. See, I love actually just working in the engine with this stuff and making it look good. The big issue is, you know, sometimes I find a problem or I need to do something like, you know, get the static meshes working. And I don't know why, but sometimes I just have to force the re-import of the MCal decals. Okay, something is seriously going on here. What's going on? Index out of bounds. Alright, let's take a look. So we are looking at WoW assets, private, ADP asset, 459. If num is less than or equal to 0, unable to get MCal platform MIPS. MCal texture platforms. Yeah, there we go. Weird that's an issue. Literally never had that issue before, so, well, other than the 2 times we've had it tonight. Wonder why it showed up now. Something should have had MIPS. Get the MIPS. I am feeling tired. Honestly, right now, I want to switch to Dyson Sphere program. I've been, I don't know why I've been playing it lately, but yeah. Oh yeah, these random gremlins are bitchy as hell. But it's always good to find these edge cases. And try to. Escalated Sojourner, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the KJ crew. We are working on trying to get ourselves up to a whole bunch of followers over there, and hopefully we can do that before, before the end of October 1st. Yeah, I think my deadline was 11 p.m. Pacific time, October 1st. If we can get there, that would be very, very helpful. If you know anybody who might want to follow. Where am I using this, actually, now that I think about this? Okay, it's down here. So in truth, I could just, yeah, we got size X and size Y. So, yeah, in truth, I could probably, yeah, I probably didn't need that. Size X. I mean, in truth, that's probably going to be a slightly better way of doing it. But we're up now, so let's, Alright, I think this time I'm going to save it. And then do it, because then I don't have to do the re-import. I don't have to create it, and then I can just re-import it and fix it. Alright, meanwhile, we were working with, okay. Yeah, we have our SkeletalMesh import data. Alright, SkeletalMesh, alright. Mesh infos. Skeletal mesh import data. Mesh info. Oh, skeletal mesh import data. Alright, just not F. Mesh info. That out. Peek this real quick, because this will just be easier. F mesh import. Alright. Alright, name equals... Are we in the groups yet? Okay, group name count pair. I guess it's that. F name. To string? No, no, no. From string. Or maybe here they have to name. I can just do F name. Huh. Maybe I should be doing this, well, I don't know. So I need to get the number of, oh, okay, you know what? Let's get the group data pairs. Equals group data, group name, num vertices equals group data dot material data. Int num verts okay. Mesh material data. MDM. Vertices. Num. Actually, Start imported. Okay. And that will be that. And then we increase that. Alright. There we go. Okay. So now we actually need to push all the data actually in. How's this doing? What? I disabled autosaves. I think I disabled it in the other program. Oh well. We'll let that go. Okay, so let's come back here. So points is the F vector 3, huh? It'd be nice if I just had something that was just auto like that. I don't know, they might actually. Apply rig to geo. No. Not really seeing anything. Get mesh description. Create from mesh description. That might be the way to go. Because then I can actually just use my already existing code. Yeah, from right here. So I might come back to this at some point. No, okay. I can't remember what it is. Okay. Import data. Create from mesh description. Alright. So now I have my skeletal mesh import data. Yay! Alright, so now what do I do with it? Import skeletal mesh. Here we are. There's the mesh args. Skeletal mesh import data. Skeletal mesh pointer. Alright. Lithium mesh. Blah 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 blah. Store the original import data. Create initial bounding box. Existing skeletal mesh pointer. Skeletal mesh. Here we are. So I'm going to move this over here so I can keep this up and you know, keep it available to me. Oh wait, the way I have this set up, it's going to be making a skeletal mesh for... Oh, no, that makes sense. So... Alright, so skeletal mesh. Pre-edit change. No. There. We'll mesh invalidate with the category. Yep. Skeletal mesh model. F skeletal mesh model. Get imported model. Check. Imported resource. LOD models. Num is equal to 0. LOD models empty. Add new skeletal mesh LOD model. Resource LOD models index. Okay, not 100% certain what that just did, but I feel, you know, it's on the right track. Process the materials, we're going to skip that. Process skeleton, we're going to skip that because I haven't programmed any of that. Right now I just want to get, you know, the alright, well, let's make notes. Materials Skeleton. Bone influences. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this just straight up. Just have to change SkeletalMesh to Unreal Mesh. Probably need to be doing this. F-box beer bounds, F-box bounding box. I'm feeling that bounding box will come back to bite me. Let's see, where is this? Before even build options. You know, we probably need to be doing build options too. Fuck. At what point do I just copy and paste all of this in and then make it work for my code? SkeletalMesh pointer data is R. F SkeletalMesh import data. So this. Alright, let's do pointer. And for this, we're just going to tell it to be that. And that is going to equal that. There we go. Where are these build options being used, though? I guess that's a good question to ask. Okay. I mean, at some point I am going to just copy and paste this whole damn thing in here. Where'd I put the bounding box? Yeah, right there. Okay, to start with, we'll just copy and paste that. Recompute normals is going to be false. We're just going to manually import these. False. Definitely don't use Mickey space. That causes problems. Compute weighted normals. Nope. Remove degenerates. Nope. Threshold position. Is that a float? It is a float. One. normal tangent. Also a flow. I really feel like I should be, you know, looking these up just a little bit more. Do they even mention what the defaults are in here? No, they don't. Ah, there we are. Threshold UV. And threshold position. Actually, you know what? I could probably just remove these. And they'll have their own worlds. Alright, is there anything else I want here? Let's see, bone influence limit. Maximum number of bone influences allowed to each vertex in this model. I know this answer, actually. 4. Because that is what the limit is in Unreal Engine. Not Unreal Engine, but in World of Warcraft. We're never going to go over that. Honestly, I think that's what it is in the World of Warcraft too, so. Alright, compute bone. Alright. Recompute. Nope. More thresholds. Yeah. No, that's actually perfect. That's just what we need. It's just this. Alright. So I saw a little bit later. Alright. Get LOD. So probably after there. Okay, no, this is after LOD model, which we haven't gotten to yet. Alright, so vertex colors. Set has vertex colors. And data pointer. Alright, where was that? He has vertex colors. Alright. I know I'm doing a lot of extra shit I probably don't need to do at least right now. Set, vertex, color GUI. And here I'm just going to do a copy paste. This one I'm actually going to keep the comment with it because I feel it's necessary. And let's see, LOD model. What are you complaining? Oh, I didn't finish that. It's like, what are you complaining about? Alright, non-texture chords, yeah. We might have to go back and make some significant changes to all this. Alright, Alright, I want to just apply the details now. Build settings. Equals build options. Probably do need to do this check too. What's your problem? Identifier import module index is undefined. What? Oh. Imported. Okay, there. Yeah, this would have just aired out perfectly. Alright, yeah, I know, it's not exactly fun watching this, but... Okay, so it looks like this is our big finale kind of thing. Alright, so where did build success come from? Right here. Alright. So, cool. And they have something called build module use. Okay. Set that. Make sure that's set. Failed to build skeletal mesh. Alright, so iMesh module. Alright. Okay. Okay. So, is that it? Okay, here they're doing the material work. skeleton work. So I guess I'll add a couple lines. Oh. If not, get resource for rendering. Or, if not, get resource for rendering, LOD render data is valid. Or, and import options, create physics asset. We need to have, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to copy paste this. SkeletalMesh render data. Yeah, let's make sure. Engine, SkeletalMesh, SkeletalMesh LOD settings, SkeletalMesh component. SkeletalMesh render data. There we are. Oh, actually, that needs to go down there. Okay. If I did this correctly, this might actually work. Make sure, yeah, this could work. This could also explode horribly just from compiling. Identifier, import options, create physics asset. I'm going to skip this right now. So. Let's try building, and let's see. Oh, I got horses. Actually, let's save all. Important. I mean, I don't want to have to do this again for a 5th time. Alright, let's stand up. I need to stand for a bit. Oh, sitting is nice. Standing can be better. Oh, rise up, my children. There we go. What's nice about this is that my monitors are at the level of my eye, which is really nice. Unfortunately, I gotta have my hands up here in order to type. So that's kind of uncomfortable, although this is the perfect height for flying. So, if I were to set it to number 3, and that was setting 4. Number 3, this feels comfortable for typing, but now I'm starting to look down, and that's not good. So, maybe what I need to do is reconfigure it so that, oh, this is highly uncomfortable. I would have to raise these up to be able to fly in this configuration. But I might be able to actually raise my monitors up. Alright. Let's recreate this terrain. Because we have force mcals, re-import mcals. That should update. is it not updating? Oh well. Oh, don't say it. Alright. So we have at least 2 fixes to check. Alright, there we go. Let me move this off. Wanted to look at this real quick. Okay, we got the engine added. I think we fixed the issue with the MCal sizing, because we can just use the MCal image size, assuming that that's a valid thing. Working a lot on this. Got our backported values there. Alright, yeah, that'll be good. Alright. Bounding box hides class member? What? Current document. Ah. Okay. Mesh bounding box. All right, come on. Come on, I want something to happen with this. I mean, we got to rebuild those ADT files anyway, so might as well do that. Yeah. You know what the other problem with having it down here is? You're too low. There we go. All right, let's see. So, it's garbage, mark package dirty, there's invoice go to ours. Import mesh metadata. Okay. Import metadata. Okay, if mesh args. Don't you call post import? I guess you don't. Or maybe that gets done later? Anyway, it's all done but compiling. Let's load this up. It works. Thanks for following into the stream. I could have said that 5 minutes into the stream. Unfortunately, my first test did not work. So I think we're gonna have to wait till 5.3.1 I'll see if I can't see if somebody's already, put that error in there or not. But yeah, it feels pretty specific to me. Also, now we're having it with the M2. Were we having the issue with the M2s earlier? I don't remember. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep, but at the same time, I want to play. I want to play video games. Yeah, I do want to work on this still, but can't do it all at the same time. And really, my sleep has been messed up lately. I need to fix that. I think it would be fun, if I could get kick chat in from Python. If I could get like the chat itself in Python, that would be actually pretty fun. Because then I could, see if there's a way for you guys to like control my stream. There's a lot of really good tools and setups out there on Kick, not on Kick, but on Twitch, and I would love to be able to port them over to Kick, but Kick doesn't have their API open yet. I've applied for access, so even after I finish streaming, I'm still going to be working on shit like that. So if you see me just, after I said I've quit, I just randomly type in my chat. That's more than likely what I'm doing, is I'm testing something out. Up to and including my bot. I mean, I could be probably working on that anyways. Just work out with it on Twitch rather than Kick. Alright. Force reimport incal. Recreate terrain. First things first, let's fix these textures. I don't know why they come in stripes sometime and then you re-import them and they work. Makes no sense at all. There we are. Yeah, that's working now. Yeah, imagine when we can come in here and make a displacement map for this texture. Or this material. Wait, am I doing it in materials? I think I am. Honestly, just the basic system I'm building would probably be just fine. If I could make like a material instance or material function instance where I could just apply textures, that would be fantastic. But I think I'm going to have to do them in layers. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Maybe not the best, but it's definitely the easiest. Well, actually, it could be the best too. I don't know. The other thing they'll do is look at strata. I mean, that would significantly change everything. Because strata is a very different way of thinking. For those who don't know, strata is a more realistic material setup than what Unreal Engine currently has. It's brand new, almost as brand new as PCG, but, still decent. And, that's actually something to discuss, is how are we going to handle the random dispersion of the little tiny meshes? I know that, it's basically mass per material, and, there's a reference going somewhere, but where specifically does it get put? I mean, it seems stupid to put, random, grass blades everywhere, but at the same time, it's clear that they're doing that. It's just, how are they doing that? What determines where they go? Or are they random every single time? I do not know. That would actually be an interesting thing to test. But yeah, how do they determine placement in that? I don't know. Alright. So now that that's made, let's see about our M2s. Alright. I still got the image from the old one. Alright. Open this up. Generate meshes. Okay, we crashed. That's fine. Save to skeletal mesh, line 1019. 1019. Alright, well, let's compare. So, they do SkeletalMesh import data, temp data. And they take the pointer and do an at temp data. So this should be filled with basic stuff. So the first thing that happens with this is the bounding box. Okay. Of course, before that has to happen, that has to happen. Which means that has to happen. That's assuming that we do this at all. I mean, this seems easier than what we were doing before, which was trying to build all this data up. But this is where we crashed too, so... Fill mesh import data. So this happens actually pretty early. So Where's this? Alright, so here's the fill mesh import data. You get your node array, you get your template import data, your shape array, your actual skeletal mesh out data, node links of various types. This is a re-import, so that's probably important to do. And here, I think, is where it's actually going to go through and build our out data. If out data equals null, false. All right. F skeletal mesh import data equals out data. Use T references pose. All right. Import bone. So off to another function, but we're going to focus on that later. And maybe we should make our own fill skeletal mesh import data, because then we could just focus all of that, all our energies on that. Here they go through, they add the materials. Fill skeletal mesh import from FBX. God damn it, not another one. Alright. Here they're going through the nodes. Clean up unused materials. And then return true. Okay, so now we gotta go here. Oh, back. There. Import data, mesh, blah 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 blah. Base layer? No. Skeletal mesh. Okay, so import data. Okay. Here it's going through the UV sets. And import data is going to be the part that we need. Here it's doing the materials. I'm seeing it convert data format to Unreal compatible. Number texture coordinates equals non-texture coordinates. Alright. Vertex colors equals true. Yeah, it's filling the data now. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna... Oh boy, this is gonna take a while. And you know what, guys? I'm actually tired enough. I think I'm gonna stop here. It's not that, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm honestly having trouble following this. It's causing my brain to go funky, and I kind of think I want to work with this a little bit off stream. Yes, we crashed, but you know what? I feel really good about this. Going with a whole different direction with this. We might go back and do some remastering on the static mesh stuff, which could be useful. I also want to see what's going on with why nanite's not working. It should be, and I don't know why. So I want to figure that out. I mean, it could be a project issue. It could be, me doing something wrong. It could be something wrong with the code. I don't know. But this is all stuff I'm going to investigate later. Remember the Kjasi music. That's going to be it for tonight. Let's see. We got 5 people. We could theoretically raid somebody. Let's see who we can find. Let's see. Nope. Alright, let's see. Anybody doing programming? Can I just search for Unreal Engine? No results. Alright, how about just Unreal? Nope. I'm seeing stuff, but nobody's really nobody on, and just one category, no viewers. Alrighty. Oh wow, I'm basically number 2 in software development. I'm not surprised by that. Alright. What is he doing? Oh, yeah. I tried doing unassigned seat last time. I was not happy with that guy. I think he's mostly doing Twitch. But he was like, I'm trying to get an affiliate here. Yeah, so am I. But, you know... yeah. Alright, guys. I think we're just going to end. I'm not seeing anybody I really want to raid. That's it for tonight. I will see you next time, which will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, have a good night.